Hi, everyone. Welcome to Iggy's Toy Parade and Soldier Review. This is your host, Iggy. And today I'm going to show you some things that are somewhat rare for me because most of my Star Wars collection was taken out of the packaging and the rest of it was sold. But I did find another box filled with these items here, and all of it appears to have never been tampered with. You can see this big pile of crap over here is loose stuff, but I thought you might be getting tired of seeing that, so thought I would present these packaged items for you. And what we have up here, this was an interesting thing that they were doing for a while. Is they provided a Shadows of the Empire comic book, which was sort of an extended universe, what they called extended universe. And it came in this instance with Boba Fett and versus IG-88. And since I wanted both of the figures, I went ahead. I never was interested in the extended Empire ever. Prince Zixor, whatever his name is, that just didn't do it for me. I didn't care. But these are figures that I'm familiar with, both being bounty hunters introduced in The Empire Strikes Back. And so I bought this and was glad to see that it survived the purge of when I was selling off so much stuff. I still have an entire bin filled with loose Star Wars figures, but I sold off an entire bin of packaged Star Wars figures. So I used to have quite a number of them, I guess. Um, and I haven't even finished getting through it. But this over here is a laser cannon. I don't know how many of these I've got, but this is from the Battle of Hoth, and it's pretty nice. I wish it would light up like they show here, but unfortunately, that's would have probably made this toy a little expensive. Let's see what the back has. Yeah, I see. Here's a nice photograph from the movie, a still from the movie. And here's the is this, yeah, it's still Kenner at this point. Although Kenner was somewhat a fictitious company by this time because Hasbro owned them, and you can actually see it says copyright 1996 Hasbro. So we have something else from the Battle of Hoth, but I can't show it to you until we reach the end here. Otherwise, a lot of stuff will fall over. So we have over here EV-909, and that's from, I think, The Return of the Jedi? Or was it Empire Strikes Back? I can't remember. Let's see what it says back here. I said 909. It's actually 9D9. That shows how bad my vision is. I don't remember now. Was it Empire Strikes Back? All right. I guess I have to watch the movies again. This is a bounty hunter from Empire Strikes Back. This name was Forlom. And then we have Luke in Hoth gear. What's the price on this? $4.99? How do you like that? This figure would be $12 now. Here's Han Solo. This looks like it's being dominated by Hoth figures. Here's Han Solo in Hoth gear. And this is red card. So this is probably from 1995. Let me check here. Yes. Oh, this is interesting. It says Tonka Corporation, a subsidiary of Hasbro. Well, that was quite a convoluted mess, isn't it? Kenner owned by Tonka, and Tonka and Kenner owned by Hasbro. And then both of them. Is Tonka still around? I mean, I see toy trucks all the time. I never noticed, though, if it was Tonka. I should probably pay attention to that. And I put all these things here that you see on the back of this card. I put on hold, including the Millennium Falcon, and I put it on hold at Walmart, and I paid it off, and I picked it up, and the girl comes back and says, "Oh, it's been stolen." Really nonchalantly like that. Like, it's no big deal. It's just been stolen. We'll give you your money back. And I don't want that. I want these. But they never rectified the issue with me either. They didn't care. The indifference of Walmart employees is just really amazing. I worked for a Walmart for 8.5 years, and it just is remarkable how many people just didn't care about anything. Um, let's see. We have Han in was it carbonite? What's it say here? In carbonite. Sounds like some sort of tonic water. But you'll notice that KB's price was $2 more than what the Kmart price was. But still, today this would still be a good deal. This is Lobot. He was the assistant to Lando Calrissian on Cloud City. And I guess he was some sort of android or something. He looks like Captain Picard. Okay, and then we have C3PO. This is another Kmart. Kmart had layaway, and I would grab a whole bunch of figures and vehicles and micro machines, and I would put them on layaway. It would take me, quite a while to pay it off, but that was better than charging it, because then I could pay cash for it. And this is Vader with the torture droid. So that was seen when he was torturing, well, I guess they call it interrogation droid, Princess Leia. And I remember in the movie when this thing came into the room with its needles sticking out, I was like, oh my God. I'd tell them everything they wanted to know. And then here's Han Solo from Cloud City, or sometimes known as Bespin, or probably more Bespin than Cloud City. I'm not sure which is more common, but it's interesting to see this up here. It says Kenner Collection. So that shows that these are much older types of figures. What's this over here? This one is, who is this? Zuckuss, or Suckass. I don't know how you say that. And he was a bounty hunter in The Empire Strikes Back. So let's put this down and see what we have here. And this is Luke Skywalker on a Tauntaun. I used to have Han Solo on Tauntaun, and I had another one of these, but they got sold at the flea market for dirt cheap. I think I got $5 or $10. It wasn't very much. Okay, guys, this is a short video for you because I got a whole bunch of stuff I got to get through. So I'm going to try and rush this through quickly. But I don't think there's a whole lot of Star Wars box. I think this is the end of the boxed items. I don't think there is any more, or carded things. I'm pretty much at the end of the road, except for what I have here in the kitchen. And then when I get through that, I'll be completely done. There are some things I'm very disappointed that are missing. I think I mentioned that. What did I mention? What that was missing? Oh, a box filled with Civil War soldiers in 132 scale or 54 millimeter. I had a huge, not a huge box. Come on, Rich. It was a box about this size, and it was filled, but it was filled with loose figures, and I couldn't find it. And when my brother and his son came over to help me with my storage space, we never came across it. So I moved things from storage. How many times from place to place? It was one, two, three, four, five, six. I moved 6 times, and for storage, because they keep jacking up the storage rent price. Like right now, where I'm at now is a 10 by 15, and it's completely full. But anyway, it's $200 a month, and they did raise it to $250. And I went in there and I said, "Look, I can't pay $250. Is there anything you can do for me?" And they said, "Well, this one time we'll give you a discount." And I said, "Okay, thank you." So when that grace period is over, I don't know what's going to happen. My place is so tiny where I live now. It's like 300 square feet or less. I'm not sure. It's not very much. Anyway, that's what I got for you this time. There's a figure that I never got, guys. Was these guards? I think I only got one of them. It shows 3 in here. Okay, that's it for this time. I hope the Force is with you and be one with the Force. And long live the Emperor. All right, you guys. Thanks for those of you who've subscribed. I know a lot of you don't care for the Star Wars things. My collecting was really kind of all over the map: Star Wars, Star Trek, Indiana Jones, Willow, Terminator, Aliens, DC and Marvel superheroes. Now, a lot of those things I just mentioned, I sold. Like, I had Robin Hood figures. Uh, I used to collect so much stuff, it was ridiculous. And I'm glad now that it's narrowed down somewhat to Star Wars, Star Trek, um, Indiana Jones, and G.I. Joe, Ultimate Soldier, um, Civil War and World War II figures, Cowboys and Indians, 7th Cavalry, and that's about it, I think. But quite a bit of it was sold on eBay and also at the flea market. But what I have left is still fairly impressive because I was collecting very heavily for about a decade. And I was getting stuff all the time. It's like you couldn't stop me. And part of me is really grateful for what I have, but another part of me is going, why didn't I invest that money? I could own a house. Anyway, a fool and his money is soon separated, as the old saying goes. And I've been separated from my money, so I guess that makes me, well, you know what that makes me. Okay, guys, that's it for this time. I want to thank you for coming along. I thank you for your patience. If you're not a Star Wars collector and watch this, I want to say thank you for doing that. And in the next video, I'm going to present some beat up Ultimate Soldiers. Um, they're still in their packages, but the packages, while in storage, got pretty beat up, I'm afraid. Okay, that's it for now. Where do you want to go? Do you guys want to see a concert? Do you know the band I saw the most in concert was the Beach Boys? I saw them 4 times. And some of my favorite concerts, when people hear what my favorite concerts were, they go, oh, obviously Iggy is not a serious person when it comes to music. He's got bad taste or whatever. My favorite concerts were Kiss, um, Alice Cooper, Queen. And one of the most disappointing concerts I went to, believe it or not, because they're a really favorite band of mine, it was Led Zeppelin. I was kind of bored. When they played their old stuff, the audience would really perk up. And then when they started playing stuff from, what was it, Physical Graffiti? What was that album? Anyway, everyone started going to the bathroom and eating snacks, going to snack bar. But why don't we go see an Alice Cooper concert? Some of you are going, oh, God, Iggy, no. Just say no. You know, I saw some serious bands too, and some popular bands. I saw Thin Lizzy and Bad Company, and I also saw a lot of Western things like Charlie Daniels, the Ozark Mountain Daredevils, um, New Riders of the Purple Sage, the Eagles, Jackson Browne, Linda Ronstadt. Who else did I see? Oh, I saw Buster Scruggs. He's a banjo player. Um, let's see, Bad Company, Wishbone Ash. They're kind of obscure. Really good concert was Cheap Trick. Why don't we go see the Cheap Trick concert? That was a really good. They are better live than they are on their records. Um, Another band that was better live than on record was The Who. The Who live at Leeds. I love that album. And I saw Humble Pie, Steppenwolf, uh, not Iron Maiden, Iron Butterfly. Is that the name of it? UFO. Who else? Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Yes. I mentioned Humble Pie. Oh gosh, over the years I start forgetting stuff. Who haven't I mentioned yet? I mentioned Led Zeppelin. Anyway, you get the idea. I've been to a lot of concerts, Beach Boys and whatnot. Oh, another concert I like was oh, what's her name? Joan Jett. I liked her, and I also liked the, oh gosh, what was their name? They did Walking on Sunshine. They were sort of a one-hit wonder band, but I really liked their performance live. What was their name? Oh well, I'll think of it later. I should have written all of them down because I just can't remember them anymore. Anyway, we'll go see. Let's go see a concert. I'm all in favor of Cheap Trick, and you can let me know who you'd rather see, and maybe we'll stop at Johnny Rockets if they're still in business. They're sort of a 1950s looking. There was a place called Ruby's that was really good, but I think they're out of business now. Um, Ruby's was a fun sort of 1940s, 50s hamburger joint, and They had all these Coca-Cola artwork, advertising artwork on the walls, and those Coca-Cola girls from the 1940s were absolutely gorgeous. And I think if a girl dressed like that today, she would get so many guys asking to go out with her because it's very feminine and it's very sexy. Anyway, I'm really rambling now, aren't I? So I'm going to just let you go because I think I'm holding on to you tonight because I'm feeling lonely. So I'm sorry to do that to you guys. I know you got other things to do. So I'll say goodnight. Bye, guys.